Welcome to the ETF2L Season 49 Division 1 Grand Finals. My name is Gazi, joined by Danny as my co-caster and JMax still in production, and tonight is actually a very important match, because tonight fates will be decided. We'll see if the feared Demo Knight will actually join Prem next season or not.
Yeah, very interesting game. This has been a controversial matchup to say the least. I mean, both of these teams already met in the playoffs before in the upper bracket final. It was loobie actually taking that away in 2 maps. They'll be looking to continue that trend. We're looking for revenge. Funnily enough, actually, on the same maps, we have Bagel starting off this best of 3. Players are already getting in the server. We'll have Snakewater next, which was also the case the last time that both of these teams met. So it'll be interesting to see Aware picking back into Bagel for a second time after losing 3-1 the last time that these two teams met. So I'm not entirely sure what the game plan for them is going to be looking like, what kind of adjustments they're going to be making, but I can tell you it's going to be tough to go up against this loobie team. They looked really good. They look like a team that actually can counter this Demo Knight pretty consistently. They haven't looked shook or out of place trying to counter him at all. So it'll be interesting to see what the adjustments are from both teams in this pretty much exact rematch.
Yeah, and the players on Luby are no strangers to Prem, at least some of them, people like Nutty Newt and Luca Enderman. I think maybe Tendon, but I'm not quite sure right now, but they've played in Prem before, maybe not for long, but they know what it takes and they know what to do. Compared to the Demo Knights team, I think Sake has played Prem before. I don't know
He
about
played an
Omgra.
official, I think. Omger, I'm also pretty certain has not played Prem. There's a lot on the line here. Whoever wins this game will have a guaranteed slot in Prem next season if the team should stick together. Aware already tried it this season around in the Premiership qualifiers, falling there, not before taking down Big Block season in the process, but as I said, if you get to avoid in a very stacked Prem season, maybe coming up as well, if you get to avoid that Premiership qualifier, get straight into Prem with these lineups. I mean, for Aware, having a Demo Night in Prem, that would be interesting.
Yeah, but to the detriment of everyone else in Prem, I've already seen a lot of established Prem players kind of crying about it. You know, they really don't want to
Ooh.
see him in Prem at all. So they're gonna be rooting for Luby. I can see why. Like, it's a weird way of playing. It's definitely not fun to get kind of just run down by the demo man and instantly dying. If you think about it, it's kind of like the Market Gardener, but a bit different. You just kind of get, this guy jumps you and you're dead.
It's also hard in terms of like how do you practice against this efficiently, right? Like we just had the pleasure of watching a little bit of Luby play the warm-up game on Snakewater, and they were playing against just a stock standard mix of players playing just regular sixes. But that's not what you're gonna be getting when you play a game against Aware and the likes of Odin and Buko, Sake as well. We saw him playing a lot of Spy in the game before. How do you prepare against this efficiently? You don't really get to have a ton of reps because it's only one team that's playing this way. You don't really, get to understand the way that they play, really get a solid understanding. So it's kind of difficult, right?
People managed before. So Odin and his boys played Prem qualifiers for this season, and the other Prem teams that managed to get into Prem or consisted of some established Prem players, they actually managed to beat Odin's team. Like they managed to beat Aware. So it's definitely not impossible. I'd rather see Aware as like a great filter, the final boss to see if you're Prem worthy or not. Because it seems like every other team in Prem, they were able to beat him. They were able to counter him.
Yeah, and your team, obviously, you played a little bit with Garda Panteri in the last season, official only team. You actually played with Odin in one of your officials against Zamako, I believe it was. What do you have any like input on how it was like to play with a demo knight compared to just regular demo man?
Yeah, I think we lost because of Condor. No, but in
Oh,
all seriousness, it was very hard to play with the Demo Knight. So I had to play Combo Scouts, or I didn't have to. I decided to play Combo Scout because Chris wanted to play Flank Scout. And we had Odin as the Merc, and you kind of notice as a combo player that you're lacking damage from your combo because there's no demo man with stickies. It's just a guy that's kind of running around, waiting for his time, waiting to charge. And it felt like Summer kind of took advantage of it. They just walked in. Odin couldn't really get anything done, so I don't know, they could just walk in for free completely. I couldn't do anything about it. It was very hard to play with, especially considering we never practiced with him at all. So I don't know, he might be a system baby. That's what you would call it in football. But obviously his team has practiced with it. But yeah, I don't think if you would put Odin on like another established Prem team, I don't think they would do as well. It's very difficult.
Yeah, but we've been ravaging on about this demo night as well, but there's some other players in the server as well. The side of loobie, they've obviously been the one team in the season that was able to take Aware down, countering that demo night gameplay. And we've seen a lot of these players. We've seen Hexari around. We've seen Luca Enderman around, as you said. Kidu's a bit of a new kid to the block. Same for Tendon. Kajalb, already familiar with Div 1 territory. If I look at this team, Gazzy, the one thing that comes to my mind is probably just incredible mechanical players. You have some players on this team that they'll probably be hitting some crazy rockets, some crazy directs, great meat shots there, and maybe that's what it takes. I did have the opportunity to speak with one of the other teams I played against the demo night, the Young FaZe Ninjas, which is the team that had Undidude, which earlier today did get eliminated by the side of Aware. And they said that their kind of game plan was to counter the demo night that maybe you should just go aggressively before they get to go aggressively. You know, you don't give that demo night that space to kind of give himself that opportunity to kind of go in first and take advantage of a slower fight. Just jump in, go for it, and see what happens.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I felt as well. When we played with Odin, Samako just kind of pushed the issue, pushed in, tried to take the fight to us, and it worked. So I think maybe the key is not giving him as much respect. You know, he's kind of feared. People respect him a lot because he's the guy that just kind of insta-kills people. And yeah, I'm actually curious how loobie is going to approach this game because surely Aware have freshened up their strats a bit.
I mean, if they're picking into the same maps again, this is, like we said, these are the exact same maps. Surely there's going to be some conversations that have been had talking about how to best approach this matchup with some certain adjustments. I do remember the last time they were trying to get a sniper every once in a while, but with that being said, we're jumping straight into the action. No more yapping from us. It is going to be Bagel starting us off in this grand final of Division 1. It's Aware against loobie.
Yeah, and on this first map, we see them running out, Aware running out top left, and Odin is already waiting, looking for an opportunity to charge in and strike. So far, loobie isn't giving him any opportunity to do so. They're very reserved, staying back, staying on high ground so that he can't reach them. But yeah, right now he's getting into position, and the charge is surely to come.
Oh, it's gonna be so horrifying if you're this medic on the other side of the point. There's only a few bodies separating that demo knight from you with a 300 damage just insta-kill in his hand. Tendon already the first casualty. And Rentek gets traded. Here comes the charge. Immediately gets the medic. That is the start that you want if you're Aware. And Odin is not done yet. There's two more remaining players from Aware. There will be a spawner coming in from Tendon. He was that first casualty. But they would just have to concede. They have to go back to spawn, meet up with a medic again, and figure out what to do next.
It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? You can't really do much about it. You can only hope that he doesn't hit your medic or like whoever he's charging right now. And yeah, now loobie with a big disad, and Aware kind of in control. They can just choose to go in, and Odin already getting in position again, getting healed up, and he's actually kind of staying back. They're Ubering into main. They can catch him, they do, and yeah, now.
Oh, but they're losing so many members of his Nazis already on the chase. With no stickies there to really stop people from going in, Odin is going to miss his opportunity as well. Seiko's down, and it will just be Hyman going down as well. So that post in the collapse, I feel as if Aware maybe went a little bit too deep there with the Uber. They got caught in lobby, dropping two players early on, and they had no one to leave with. Both scouts were already dead. So it will actually be Aware recapturing this point. They have a little bit of Uber disad, but the capture straight back from loobie. Actually gets denied at the last second. Tendon dies for it. It's just a fight on the point. Omgur going so aggressive. Sake bombing in as well on the top right. The point will get captured. Sake goes down. There is a man advantage here on the side of loobie. They will probably cap up the point. Odin getting into position right now behind the house. Ubers are completely even. You're looking to get your Demo Knight into position, provide you with another big pick. Looks like he's going to want to charge any second, but he takes so much damage. Has to actually use that charge just to get away, and now there's just a bunch of fighting happening around this point. Erentria goes down, so maybe we have to just back off for the moment. With a man down and even Ubers, there's not much of they can do right now.
But yeah, here you see the weakness of the Demo Knight. Blue team is lacking damage, so red team is kind of walking all over them, but Odin is in. Gets the other Demo Man, and he gets another soldier as well, so the U's are popped, and yeah, with 2 players down, red team will have to concede.
Demo Knight really is a pick class. He gets actually both of the only frags that were gotten in that trade were off of that Demo Knight. What do you do that when you're Kiddu? You just have your scout getting Uber, you just get left behind, the soldier low HP as well, and now, I mean, the problem as well is here for Aware. They can't really forward hold here. They kind of have to concede this left side a lot because there's obviously no sticky bombs. The Demo Knight goes in, Kiddu goes down once more. It's a complete collapse. He gets the medic as well. Somehow and oh my god, ridiculous. He gets Kajalb as well. It's just Nati left standing wondering what the hell just happened to the rest of his team.
Yeah, they don't even need stickies to forward hold. This guy just goes in, kills 3 people with a sword, with a melee, and he gets away with it. It's difficult, right? So the sword puts you back to full health, so if you see your teammates getting brutally murdered, you can't really do anything about it.
Oh, here comes the Uber in from Mainbow. The Demo Knight, the charge gets blocked. Texeri goes down. Oh, Luca, there's nothing he can do with a scout going down, but he's the only one, and again, it looks like loobie will just fail at getting out of his forward to just Kiddu going, please get away from me, Mr. Demo Knight. I just want to live. You've already killed half my team. Just let me go. I'm already at my spawn.
Yeah, with Kijab behind, he's fighting Sake right now, and Kijab gets a trade frag. This is actually very good, so he doesn't die for nothing, and loobie can now actually push forward. With 2 people down for blue team, they should just collapse right now.
Nati very aggressively spamming from his house, will back off. It's such a huge threat. He actually does get picked up. He lingers for too long. There's 2 dead on the side of loobie. The Demo Knight charges in.
No
He's on
way.
a 7k. That's the medic down once again, and now just the rest of loobie, but just so scattered. There's nothing you can do for Scout Kajal. He goes down. He's 8 health. The Demo Knight. He's panicking. You can see the mouse shaking. Gazi, he's frantically trying to get this shock off of him.
Yeah, this will be the fate of all the Prem players currently in Prem. This can happen to you as well, and yeah, the Demo Knight team takes the round.
Whatever they did, whatever they were talking about in between this and the last game, it seems to be showing promise as they pick up this first round in pretty dominant fashion. I'm not sure how many kills Odin has at this point, but I can tell you what, Kiddu and Luca probably know just how many kills he got.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be interesting to see on the second mid-fight how they're gonna adjust to this. So Odin is kind of just walking all over them, doing whatever he wants, and red team needs an answer right now.
Oh, they're just playing around the point a little bit. Kajal gets so aggressive. He does get traded out though. Tendon is left alone in his house now. They have a pretty forward stance in either of these houses for now. Ubers are pretty even. They're just exchanging blows right now, waiting for this Demo Knight to go in. It's like a countdown. Everyone knows it's gonna come, and when it does, things will go down. But until that moment, everything is kind of quiet.
Yeah, again, red team just completely outspammed blue team, just kept the point. But the real question is, when is Odin gonna start being active and charge in?
Oh, and he's showing himself already. They know it's coming. The Uber actually gets forced here for Hyman, took just too much spam there, but we'll get the point cap for it, but they will have full Uber disad. Let's see if maybe Odin has something to say about that. They will approach the point right now. The Demo Knight is in, even charging by, doesn't even swing, but that alone just forces Luca to charge that Uber, and they will be running forward. They have picked up Odin's Sake. Omgo goes down as well, so that is a well-used Uber. The disadvantage is not too big either. And now because they have sticky bombs, they also get to forward hold.
Yeah, but the real question is, how do you forward or hold against the Demo Knights? He can just charge through the door and maybe even pick off one of your players. And yeah, right now they're actually completely giving up the forward hold. They're not really holding left door, but blue team isn't doing anything as well. Odin, being the spearhead, just goes back, and yeah, it's just a whole bunch of nothing. Odin is just standing there menacingly, and yeah, they keep forward holding. They will shave off more time off the point.
They actually did have uber advantage there. Buko and Sake going down very early on there probably made them kind of reconsider that, but now the Ubers are even. They're just walking through this door here. Odin tanking a bunch of spam. Here he goes. He will find nothing. He will actually get out there. Tendon gets picked in the meanwhile. Sake in with the Uber. Uber comes in a lot later here for the side of loobie, but they have lost 2 members in the meanwhile. They need to pick up for some frags here, and it doesn't look like they'll be able to do so. Odin hard on the chase. Actually gets the medic on the way out there.
Yeah, but Hexeri got the other medic. He got Hyman Slayer as a trade frag. So the Ubers are gonna be pretty much even, and they can take another fight into mid as long as they can spot Odin.
Yeah, Uber advantage not really that relevant. I mean, Luca has around 15 ads, so they will have to re-push into this point, try to get this Demo Knight away from you. But like you said in the beginning of the game, capturing this point isn't that big of a problem for loobie right now, just because of the sheer amount of spam that they have access to. Sake actually in with a jump from behind, doesn't get anything. Odin, he gets blocked, he does go down, does not find anything with that charge. Tendon gets overwhelmed in that house though, and that will open up the flank. Erentry and Sake actually going down, so it does look like this fight will be going the way of loobie. Both scouts left alive. Buko does pick one up on the way out, but it doesn't look like there'll be anything else that he can do. Omgar running back to spawn. Full Uber advantage now for the side of loobie. They're in a pretty good position. Minute 30 on the clock, full ad. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, well, we've seen before that this can change in a matter of a second.
Oh, Sake is on spy.
Known for his spy play.
Obviously Frenchman. He does decloak right behind him. Oh, he doesn't turn around. Look at it. He will go down. He gets a second frag as well. Tendon just stands there waiting for an arrow. He just butter knives him in the face. Odin drops the distracted in the chat. And you can't help but agree, because when you have that Demo Knight, that much aura, how can you help but not look at him? But actually, Hyman will go down right before he gets Uber. So there will be no medic for either team. Lucas still has to wait and spawn before anyone is there to pick him up, but it will be most of loobie going down. Tendon and Luca are in spawn. Just have to wait for the rest of the team to follow suit. They do have time on their side for now, but as that clock ticks down, and as Odin's HP remains at 300, there's still a big obstacle for them to get through to win this round.
Yeah, blue team is gonna look to go aggressive, surely. Odin is already in position, and he's gonna charge in momentarily. So the question is, who's he going for, the Demo Man or the medic?
I mean, I think he's kind of just going for what he can get, in this case being Kajab there being the unfortunate victim. He does get arrowed there, so Hexeri actually trying to get that trade frag will get punished for it, and it's just a wipe for
ridiculous. That's such a fast wipe. This was a matter of like 5 to 10 seconds, and the entire red team sent to the respawn queue, and the entire game just shifted. So loobie was in control for most of the game, but only a few Odin frags were enough to completely turn the tide.
I mean, it's hard when you have a cough map and there's a Demo Knight. How can you help but not just shoot at him with every member that you have? Nati go down. Ooh, actually nice rocket there by Tendon, picking up a Rentry who was chasing him. The Uber did get used there in the meanwhile. Sake will pick up Tendon now.
Oh, but Lucas
like they will. Oh, he's in. Oh my god, Luca goes down again. He gets another frag. He charges in for the demo, but Kiru says enough. Puts him down, but maybe Odin has done just enough. His team still has the point. There's no heals for the side of loobie. They need to get here as quickly as they can. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. Kajal goes down. They're all just feeding for the point at this point. Tendon is the next one to fall. Nati desperately trying to hang on. He does hit a great rocket actually on a Rentry. They will get the cap. So based off of those heroics, they actually do have yet another chance. But overtime on the line, there's an Uber advantage and a Demo Knight. And again, the flank from Odin catches them off guard. They all go down on the point. 2-0 for Aware.
What a different story it has been so far. So yesterday, loobie has won 3-1 over this team on Bagel. A pretty dominant affair, and right now they have no answer to Odin. They're just getting rolled.
it's so difficult for them probably. They're caught off guard. They're saying we've done this before, guys. We've done it literally 1 or 2 days ago. We already had this exact matchup. What's different?
Yeah, I guess Odin just locked in. So yeah, third round, third mid fight. Again, the same story. Red team just spamming, and Odin is just biding his time, waiting for an opportunity to get any frag, and he's in.
Oh.
Gets them. Oh.
He actually just got a 2K
And they
that
wiped.
picks up the
They
scout
wiped.
as well.
They wipe. It's an instant wipe.
It's so good as well because if you look when the Demo Knight charges in, he just, first of all, he himself gets like 1 or 2 frags almost every time. But then everyone's shooting at him because how can you not? And then the rest of the team just has a bunch of backs turned to them that they can shoot at. It's so simple. He's just in again. The Uber gets used immediately. 2 picks, not the medic yet. Oh, will he get out? Luca just able to press his reset bind in time, so there's a little bit of an Uber advantage for them to play with here, but again, we've seen this exact scenario before. This doesn't mean anything is secured for them yet. They still need to get through this forward hold and try to get onto the point and actually hold it as well.
Yeah, and right now they're trying to actually break out of it.
There was so much damage on that door. Odin, most of them are gonna go down. There was a ton of damage on that door from Sake's bomb, but no one going down other than Nati. They were taking tons of damage, but well done for loobie.
These fights feel kind of coin flippy, right? So it kind of all depends on Odin, how effective he is. You see time and time again, if Odin doesn't get anything done, blue team just falls short and they kind of lose the fight.
Yeah, they're really relying on him a lot to get kind of, at the very least, people look at him. Look at the spam on this door. Sake and Buko go down. Odin's dropped to 30 health. Omgur goes down as well. There's nothing they can do. They just got stuffed in this door. Odin saw no opportunity to get involved in that fight. And yeah, like you said, there's 3 members of Aware trying to get through a door. There's no demo man with them. And then they all just explode. So I'm going to be trying that again from a different angle, trying to get bait on their side. This time they're moving towards the top left area for now. The Uber does get used actually. Nati gets dropped out of it, but they're using so late. They have not even used at all yet. It doesn't look like that they have to. Luca is still just hanging on to that. Sake on the flank actually. He will be called behind. The Demo Knight is in, drops his scout, forces the Uber. They can't really chase with this now. Actually, Kajal gets involved in that Uber right at the end of it, but oh, the Demo Knight is just in. He gets the Demo Man. Sake in with him for the collapse. They're getting the frag. Sake picks up 2. Buko and Omgur pick up 1 each, and it's another wipe.
It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal to watch them collapse onto loobie and them just instantly wiping. As soon as Odin gets 1 frag or even 2, they're just gone. They're just back in the respawn queue and it's back to square 0. They were about to get back into the game, but now it's just, yeah, back to square 1.
Oh, it looks so dominant. Sake again in with a high bomb. Will do. Oh my god, he actually does get piped there. The Demo Knight in from behind. He will get chased down from Kajal, trying to just survive, but no, he will get gunned down this time. So Aware losing 3 members, but having full Uber advantage. I'm sure that they're not too sad about having to give up the point for the time being.
Yeah, but the way they play, the Uber advantage doesn't even really matter, right? Like, as soon as they go in, they can just take control of the fight. So the Uber advantage is a nice bonus. Red team is definitely going to be even more afraid now. And
trying to really fight this though. They're really playing with fire. The Uber actually does get used here. They're not able to go that deep with it. It does look like, never mind, Luca's a main. He's solo. He gets taken down by Buko. Odin helps him out with the damage by swinging onto him once, and oh, this could be it. This is a 4 versus 4, but heals on the side of Aware that loobie do not have access to. That being said, Sake actually goes down and might just be holding on to this point for a little longer. Actually just capping it now, but does look like they will be able to hold it. A little bit of an Uber disadvantage for the side of loobie, but will still not come into play quite yet as they're taking the fight immediately.
yeah, loobie definitely needs an answer right now. So, and Odin is back in again. He misses, so this should definitely be loobie's fight to take. Yeah, blue team instantly backing off, trying to salvage what they can, and this point is in red team's control.
Arentra is still catchable. There's still frags to be gotten there, but loobie kind of satisfied. They got the Demo Knight. They know they're going to have time to get their own Uber into play. Running straight in, actually, from the left side. Oh, there's 2 scouts in this left house right now. This is a 3% ad push. They're going to get Uber here. Oh, actually has to drop his demo because he doesn't have yet the cap. Goes the way of Aware. In the meanwhile, Odin still not having used his charge. This is a huge chaos fight at this point. There's people shooting everybody. Luca goes down to Odin's charge in the meanwhile. And again, just all the frags. Kajal retaliates with one, Ixeri with another, but it's a 3v4 here in favor of Aware, and there's so little health left on these loobie players. They have to back off and concede this point for now.
Yeah, this might be curtains for loobie on this map, because with almost a 50% Uber on blue team, they don't have to rush things. They could just wait for Uber, or Odin could just go in right now and get like 2 or 3 kills like he always does apparently. And yeah, it's gonna be so hard for red team to actually get back into this game. And Odin is in. He does so much damage to the medic. A follow-up bomb from Sake, and they don't really get anything right now as Scout, and that's it. So red team actually has a chance.
They already have 50 ads, so we just fed 2 players. They actually do get the point though. So Buko gets dropped from the Uber. Arentria, he gets air shot as well. It's just an Omgar solo right now. He's not going to be able to pick up any frags, so they went in a bit prematurely there. Where did Odin with the charge when the Ubers were not in play? Sake trying to follow up on a medic that already has this ad, and now this is actually really dicey. Full advantage for the side of loobie. They may have just thrown away a guaranteed ticket to that second map with being 1-0 up. Odin in, he gets denied by the Uber being popped. He will go down. This map could go on for just 1 more round at the very least. It's just Erentria left standing. And once he goes down, this is going to be 2-1 to the side of loobie.
There's no way. It felt like it was a worse fight to lose, and I think people would definitely agree. There was no need for Odin and Sake to go for that medic in the situation with IFA advantage already in play. So yeah, they might have given them a chance back into this grand final, or at least Bagel.
Oh, so premature. Like I said, it's just hold on to that charge, brother. You don't want to blow your load that early. Just chill out a little bit. Wait for the Uber to come into play. They could have gone in unison with that Uber and probably closed this map out, but no, loobie, they've tasted blood now. They're saying, look, we actually can win a round against this team. Let's get 2 more, let's finish this, let's get to Snake as soon as we can.
Yeah, and with the 4th mid-fight, the mid-fight that shouldn't even have been in play, Odin goes in, gets nothing, and again, the spam from red team is just too brutal for blue team to handle, and yeah, they're about to get the point, they're getting frags. Odin is in, and gets nothing done.
Not long enough with that charge, doesn't get the medic. Could have gone for the demo to scout, opted not to.
Yeah, but again, like, they're so reliant on Odin. They're so reliant on him getting anything done, and yeah, this might backfire for them. If Odin, he has like, it's weird to say, but like for the past a few minutes, he didn't really get anything of note done. So if this keeps happening.
Well, here's something of note happening. There's a soldier bomb coming in from a Rentry that actually forced the Uber, but Hyman in the meanwhile has to use his own, so there's a trade. The cap does go the way of Aware for now, but oh, that Demo Knight is in again. We'll miss the swing again. Maybe that script not working properly, but he's going to have to back off for the time being, wait for that charge to come back. Ubers are pretty much even. There's a 10% advantage here for the side of Aware. He will charge into nothing again. He's just juggled around the point and goes down.
What a blunder from Odin, but Irontear is in on the medic, on Luca and the medic. He somehow survives on like 10 HP, and this is big. This is very big from Luca and the man. So they could just collapse right now. They're about to get Hyman Slayer. Natinu kind of messes up his bomb, but they get him in the end. And yeah, it seems like loobie is kind of in control right now. That's what I meant. Odin is struggling to do anything, and it's to the benefit of loobie.
Yeah, he's been missing a few more charges than usual. I mean, some of these rounds have been very close. It's just when you have your Demo Knight charge in and get a free K every once in a while, that helps. So, with a full Uber disadvantage, if there was ever a time to get that elusive med drop, this could be it. But look how passive they're playing in anticipation of that charge. They're just going to use it once they see him go in. That will actually cost them having to give up the point, but if the frags that they're getting right now in the Uber, they do pick up Stake. Rentre, Buko went down a little bit early anyways, so they will recap, no problems. But now the Uber advantage sways back in the favor of Aware, but with the clock ticking against them, they're going to need to find some answers very soon.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be a problem, surely. With Uber advantage and a player that can just run in and instantly kill someone with his scripts, they could just bust out of left side and right side. And yeah, that's exactly what they're doing, actually. They've just met no resistance on this forward holds. And blue team is actually getting the point for free as well. They pick up Sake, who prematurely bombed in.
Oh my god, Kajal just running in from the house and gets a... Oh, Odin actually in return gets in. He got like 7 swings, but Kajal actually ran in from one of the houses straight into Hyman Slayer, who was on 97% and just 2-shot him. So getting his team back in this round. They're gonna cap this up. They have full advantage. Odin couldn't get anything with his own charge. So Kajal bringing his team back into this game.
Yeah, huge flank from Kajal. That was needed. They can shave off at least 30 more seconds of this. Oh, there's a sniper. They opted for the sniper Demo Knight combo.
Gets a bullet in between his eyes. They're going full chaos. They're throwing the book against the wall. But here comes the Uber advantage finally being used. Buko and Sniper goes down. Odin being chased down. Hixeri's on a 10k right now. Seiko's down as well. Hyman with his 50% Uber edge. They're still fighting this so aggressively despite being down so many members. Finally might have to back off. Omgar's still trying to prod. But the spawner is slowly coming in for a wear. They could get out of his forwards again. And they're sticking to the Sniper, Gazi.
Oh, that's such an odd choice, with Uber Ad as well, keep in mind. So they're missing a lot of cookie cutter classes for this Uber advantage push, so I'm kind of curious what their plan is. Surely they can just send Odin in alone to get everything done.
But again, capping this point is not the problem. They're sending in the Soldier Sex now. Hyman will have to use so far away. Odin gets into that Uber as well. Sake gets dropped from it. They're pushing this left house. It's Kajal on his own, getting on that sniper, trying to maybe kill him. He won't be able to. It's free down for loobie. Aware probably capturing that point, waiting for Sake to be up. But them having to delay for Sake to spawn means that loobie's going to have overtime on the clock. So if they just cap this point with this full Uber advantage one more time, this game will be all tied up.
Yeah, and Red team with the 50% Uber advantage actually, so they can just take the fight to Aware right now. With them having a sniper and a Demo Knight, they don't really have any means of resistance. So they can just actually step on point, force them to get on point, and actually they're kind of passive. Odin charges in, forces out the Uber, but the frags are going loobie's way.
They still have the sniper, and that round is gonna be done. Buko not really able to find any frags on sniper there. He did start off with a banger onto Kajal, but couldn't follow it up anymore. They needed something big from the Demo Knight or the sniper there, and they just couldn't get it. Odin forces the Uber. I think it's pretty smart there from Luca just to go, look man, I see that demo charging, I'm just using it. I'm not gonna risk being in a frag video. I'm not gonna risk it. I'll just use that Uber, and we get those picks from the people feeding, and then we just go on about our business. So loobie, they've brought this back in a big way. We're down to the last round of this, and if you showed me those first 2 rounds, the first bomb comes in. Buko still on sniper, picks up the medic, but it's frags back and forth. It looks like loobie might come out on top. The help from those Aware players. Solo, Sake, the only one still trying to prod on this point, but he knows there's not much he can do. Ubers are pretty much even. Will Buko remain on sniper? He will. He's still on it.
Yeah, not really a big fan of the sniper so far. He didn't get anything done really. So with that in mind, Red team can just kind of collapse onto them for free. There's nothing that can really stop them except maybe Odin. And yeah, they're kind of aggressive on point right now. They're looking to do it. Odin charges in, gets a swing on the enemy Demo Man, but nothing else. And yeah, just nothing happening. Natinut on the flank. I eat my words. Good headshot by the blue team sniper.
Oh!
And another one. Oh
They're gonna need more where that came from. In the meanwhile, Luca goes down, but Tendon with a huge salvage there, picking up Hyman Slayer with his bomb. So keeping things in check. The point will remain under Aware's guidance for now, but things can change very quickly. Buko's still on sniper. Odin chilling around him for now, getting his health back up, waiting for Hyman to come up, which he is now. loobie can take this point though, probably. They're able to get a lot of space there without there being just arriving now. They're getting some early cap time, but now this is so... Oh, this is so disgusting for them to play around. You need to keep watching out for that Demo Knight, and he will again, this chaos factor that the sniper is bringing, it's denying them vision.
Oh my
Buko
God.
keeps finding picks, and Odin, now the second time in a row that he's just charged in and killed the medic. Wonder, Kiddu actually jumping in right now. He gets body shot in the air. Omgar denies him. Tendon trying to get in as well, but Hyman is going to be nice and cozy. No one is going to get close to that medic for now.
Yeah, I have to apologize to Boko. I wasn't really familiar with this game. You don't see a lot of people able to make a sniper work on this map, but somehow he does. He's hitting insane shots right now, and loobie, they have no answer to this. So in the past rounds, it was only Odin they had to worry about, but now it's Odin plus a sniper. So they're looking for answers right now. They're just blindly bombing in.
The sniper's denying them so much, but he will get dropped from mid Uber. Nati forces it and gets Buko. But the counter Uber not yet there. Oh, Kiddu's gonna go down as well, but there is enough time. This is not an alarming state yet. Sake will go down as a bit of a souvenir to the side of loobie. They have full advantage, but Odin, look at him in this house, just keeping a sliver to look through. He does see the scout get spotted. Will he try to go for something? They're probably anticipating his charge right now, but like you said, the problem is when you have a sniper and a demo knight, there's not a lot of places that you can go to get vision from, and again, that distraction will actually lead to one frag, two frags either side. Nice sticky there from Kiddu, and it looks like they will just have to back off for the time being for Aware. They have 2 more minutes to play with. They have a bunch of playmakers. Buko trying to get something going here on the right side. Odin arriving now to the fight as well. But yeah, like you said, it's hard for them because they can't really spot the demo knight because you peek your head out somewhere. There's a sniper now that could get you. Oh, the Uber gets forced there actually from Luca. They'll get forward. They don't have yet for Hyman, but he's actually... Oh, he might get caught here actually. He didn't leave.
How?
He stuck around. He stuck around.
Such a
He could have
blunder.
left, but the collapse! Oh, Sake! He will pick up just a medic. There was so much damage there. But looked like he could have gotten a lot more. But loobie, they will just have a little bit of a bruise from that fight, but we'll get away with what happened there.
This could have been a game-losing fumble from Hyman Slayer, so obviously it wasn't maybe not his fault, but staying in there while the Uber is chasing you, that was very bad, considering the Uber didn't get anything done to begin with.
We're again getting this point. Buko actually has switched back to Scout now. Odin denying soldiers on his own, it seems. Both of those soldiers from loobie are now dead, trying to find something, but oh, that might come back to haunt them. There's a minute left on the clock. Cap going to Aware. loobie will have to back off completely, and now there's enough space here for Odin to get in somewhere without being spotted.
Yeah, this next fight might decide the entire map, because both teams on 100% Uber, the clock's kind of ticking down for loobie, so they have to get active right now, and Natinute will do so, bombing in. Tendon as well, they're bombing a scout for some reason,
Uber's
but they
out.
force the Ubers out.
Ooh, but Luca has not used yet, will opt to do so just now, but look how deep they are with their own Uber. Will they even be able to get out? Hexeri taking 1v1, Fuko taking a little bit to take him out. He's still not dead. Now he is with the help of Kiddu, but that frag actually taking that long. Odin is in, won't get anything, so it's 3 down for Aware. This cap is surely going to go to the side of loobie, but again, it doesn't mean anything with only mere seconds separating Aware from taking away this first map in victory. They're going to feed Seiken actually a bit premature maybe, not really sure why he decided that feeding in that situation was a good idea, but they will have pretty much even Ubers. There's a bit of an advantage right now for loobie, but it hasn't stopped them before from getting destroyed by this demo knight. He will just literally walk through those stickies. They're just taking a bunch of spam. Actually trying to focus on the flank, getting a nice rocket there by Sake. Will get traded. Hexeri goes down as well. Odin is in. The Uber is forced. Hyman, he's so close to getting it. It looks like this could be it. Hyman has got his Uber. Looks like they're just going to be moving and delivering the killing blow. Odin is on the point. They're all going down. Tendon has to grab a pack. You can't let them cap. There's still 2 seconds. You have to get on it right now. Nati's in. And it's over. It's 3-2 to Aware. They lock back in. They made it close. They made it a little bit sway. But they've closed out map 1 in victory.
I'm kind of disappointed in Nati, but because I don't know if they knew that they have this kind of an advantage, but him bombing into 3 players alone and forcing his team to fight 5v6 when they had the points, I think that was kind of a fumble by him, honestly. There was no need to fight that, and this could have turned out different, honestly.
Yeah, I would have thought, maybe they were trying to, as a team, go, look, the Demo Knight's gonna be here, and then we can just get those guys that are coming from the other door. They're not gonna have that sword or beam with them, but it was just him on his own, and yeah, that was a pretty big feat there. We will have some numbers to look at as Bagel did in fact come to a close. Actually, the scouts for the side of Loobie actually outfragging the ones from Aware, but yeah, you have a Demo Knight with 28 frags. It's not very easy to go up against.
Yeah, and not only that, this Demo Knight has
Oh
10
my
medic
god, I just
picks.
saw that as well.
He killed the medic 10 times. This is insane because this is rarely seen on soldier. Like soldiers rarely kill
Oh,
10
very
the
rarely.
medic 10 times in one game. But yeah, this new tech somehow making it work, the scripts somehow making it work, and I think even though he had some rounds where he didn't do anything and kind of turned invisible, he was still the deciding factor. Probably with Buku Sniper, which threw Luby off completely. They did not know what to do.
Yeah, it's like I said before the game started, where it's like really going into uncharted territory. These teams have played against each other a few times, but obviously, how many games have you played against a team of 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, a demo, and a medic? Thousands, literally thousands. How many have you played against a team with a demo knight and a sniper? Probably maybe like half a dozen, maybe 10, something around there. So sometimes you just don't know how to react. But, this is the pick of Aware. So they did learn from their mistakes last time around. They have beaten most teams that they have played against on this map before. So the question now becomes, Gazzy, what's going to change when we go from Bagel, a cough map, to Snakewater, which I'm sure you know is a 5 CP map?
So the first thing that's gonna change is the switch from constant action to just stalemates. It's just gonna be on Snakewater last for most of the time, unless I guess Odin or Buku know some tech I don't, but it's very hard to break Snakewater last, so I can imagine Luby not being ready for whatever Aware have cooked up for Snakewater mid, so I can see them stuck on last for a lot of the time. And yeah, I think maybe Luby should join in on the off-class shenanigans, They haven't done it at all. Maybe they need to get crazy with it as well. But yeah, it remains to be seen. Maybe they cooked up some strats themselves to avoid just getting shanked by this guy with questionable config.
Well, players are getting on the server now, but Gazzy, I'm going to ask you right now, what's your score prediction? Do you think we'll see a third map in this grand final, or is
Ooh,
Aware going to steal it away and prove that the Demo Knight actually is the optimal way of playing?
it's hard to say, really. I think it's going to be a 1-1 with... I want to be
Ooh.
optimistic. It's going to be a golden cap win to Luby of some bullshit, if I may say so. But yeah, it's Snake. Like, anything can happen, but what's definitely going to happen is stalemates. What do you think? What's your score prediction?
I'm going to say that Luby is the better team, I would say. They're being caught off guard by some of these plays. It's obviously tough to go up against, but all these guys, I think once we get to a bit more familiar territory for them, they're gonna lock it back in. I'm gonna say they're gonna win 4-2 this map. I do. It's kind of hard, because how do you hold Snakewater last if you're Aware? On even Ubers, is he gonna go to stickies and sticky up the top right corner? Are we just gonna let them bust through? You have that X factor of having a Premiership sniper on your team as well. Like we've seen good snipers. Every team has someone that can play sniper, but you rarely have someone that's truly a sniper first and a scout second, like Buko is. So it's a lot of things to worry about here if you're Luby that can just make things go wrong. I think if you're them, the thing that you have to think about is it's kind of like going up against a superstar in like a game like Counter Strike. It's like there'll just be moments where there's nothing you can do. There'll be a demo knight charging in. He's gonna drop your medic. There'll be a sniper killing someone he's not supposed to. I think it's important to just be able to dust yourself off and move forward and focus on the next fights rather than going, oh my god, we're losing against a guy using a shield and a subscription to a particular program. But it's just You just kind of have to move forward.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the mindset. If Aware comes through and they get the guaranteed spot into Prem, this is exactly how most of the Prem teams will think. They're not gonna think about, oh yeah, just brush it off, or we can do that and that to counter this Demo Knight. They're just gonna be crying about how they're losing to a guy with a shield and some weird inputs. So
You got that sim racing wheel.
yeah, definitely. He's playing on like a Dance Dance Revolution pad right now.
That could be possible. I can see that.
Yeah, you'd
Imagine
never
just
know.
like maybe he's charging in real life. He has like one of those,
Yeah, it's on a
those things.
treadmill.
Yeah, those treadmills for VR games. Maybe he's just running really fast, and it's emulating that in the game. That's why no one else can do it because no one can run fast like him.
Oh, you mean like these
The
things
whole
that keep you in place on the treadmill?
yeah, you know what I mean. You've seen him.
Oh yeah, I definitely seen him. I can imagine that. Yeah, him with a sword just swinging around in his room. He's immersed. Who can say that in TF2?
He's playing in VR mode. It's just
Like
imagining himself the samurai, just killing people.
it's a
Solar light
privilege.
behind them,
Yeah,
cheering them on.
it's a privilege as well. Not everybody can do that. You as a soldier man, you can't really immerse yourself by like rocket jumping in real life. But
Yeah, you just throw up. You know, you just
yeah, or you just explode.
well. It does look like there's all 6 players on both teams. Production is ready to go. We're just waiting on. I don't know what we're waiting on. Maybe his.
Loobie probably. I can imagine them trying to scramble and come up with like a plan. Maybe they're just trying to calm down because obviously they kind of smashed them yesterday 3-1 on Bagel. Now they lost 3-2 to them. It's not a nice feeling, especially if you were in the process of making a comeback, right? So they went from 2-0 down to 2-2 and then they lost.
Maybe they were just trying to, get some false confidence going. They're like, yeah, we're not going to be out if we lose this, so we'll just let them win, make them believe that they can win on Bagel again, so they don't like ban it or whatever. Maybe something like that. I am interested to see what Luby's going to be doing on this first mid. If I was on the server right now, if you were on the server right now, Casey, let's not make this about me. Let's make it about you. If you were on the server right now, you're the main caller here for Luby. You have to rally the troops. You have to give an inspiring speech. Come up with a genius plan for this first mid. What would you say?
Oh, I would definitely start flaming and cry about how the admins allow this player to play and get away with what he's doing. No, I think in all seriousness, you wanna like have some encouraging words for your team, right? I'm not gonna make up a speech on the spot. It's obviously gonna sound very bad.
Maybe they're watching the stream right now, going, "Listen, guys,
do the nerd rage, do it." So the only way you can avoid Odin is by outflanking him, right?
What if you're the scout in kitchen? You just get charged at by a Demo Knight.
Yeah,
that would be like the most horrifying thing ever.
Yeah, it couldn't be me. That wouldn't happen.
Just two-shot him, right? And
yeah.
Force of nature. What if you go force of nature?
I don't think that matters, right? You surely can't reflect him because I don't know if you've noticed, but this guy is doing very sharp turns and stuff, but he's actually not on the tide turner,
right? Whoa, what?
No, it's actually a splendid screen.
Oh.
And you know what? The splendid screen actually doesn't allow you to turn like that. So just goated like that. He's goated like that.
Oh.
He's a new human.
AI generated. Maybe he just created his own weapon. It's just it's like if you have on Soldier, right? If you have on Soldier, you could just like combine the man treads and gunboats into one.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's actually a good example, yeah. That's exactly what is happening with this Ammonite. This guy just went into the lab and combined 2 unlocks and made it into one.
Put in the work, yeah.
Honestly, he's an innovator. He's changing the game like he does.
Maybe if in honor of a Portuguese friend of ours, maybe if he goes shortstop and pushes him.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point and does 1 damage to him.
I wonder if you push him with the shortstop, does that push him far enough away so that the sword doesn't reach you?
No, definitely not. So people also don't know, I forgot to mention, so he did not only combine the Tide Turner and the Splendid Screen to get best of the both worlds, he also has like a mini sniper rifle on his sword. Sometimes he kills you over 5 meters range. It's like nothing you can do.
To be fair, I think that's just TF2. I don't think, does the katana have extended range? There's some melees in this game that have like extra range. Like the whip has like extra range.
Yeah, but the whip is banned, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Yeah, actually it is, yeah. Because you can get heavy to mid. That
Oh
doesn't
no.
it doesn't stop some people.
Yeah, yeah, so unban it. People
People
run
see
heavy
heavy
to mid
to
anyway.
mid. Could see a heavy to mid.
For some reason, people really like to, because 7 did it in like the past, people sometimes like to run a heavy on this mid, but personally I think it's not that good. Because you just take high ground and spam him, right?
Well, you'd think so, but then if you're theory crafting, you know, you'd say as well, oh, if they have a demo night, just kill him, just have 2 scouts shoot at him. But apparently it's not that simple. So, you know, maybe there's some Valve employees watching right now going, yes, this is exactly what we were hoping for.
What,
This is
the
exactly what I
Odin,
was waiting for.
the Odin Knight.
With that being said, map 2, here we go. Is this going to be Aware's final hurdle before getting into Prem and making history, or is loobie not done yet and will push us into a 3rd map?
Both teams just rolling out right now. Obviously, Kido being way faster than Odin, as he's kind of out of juice right now, but it's going to be interesting to see what he's cooked up for this mid. He's just going to be standing on the point, and actually, loobie opting to initiate first, and they get Diamond Slayer, so this is only a question of getting Luca out right now, and Odin is charging after them. Oh my god! This is ridiculous.
Notice how there was a corner there? There was a corner in lower. Did you see the corner, Gazi?
Yeah, it doesn't matter though, because...
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
There's a wheel.
Because Odin can mix oil with water.
I thought that was pretty much what we were expecting to see in the beginning of that mid. Both of those soldiers for the side of loobie going in very early on. Odin actually missed his charge, but they were looking to prod into second a little bit, but now with those Ubers pretty much being even, probably looking at a bit of a stalemate for now.
Yeah, but for how long? So it's only a matter of time, again, before Odin gets activated and they try to do something. So what do you actually do when you're loobie? So it feels like on this point there's no spot that is safe from Odin just charging in and killing someone instantly.
And it looks like they're going for a bit of a conventional play. They've sent Sake into Cheese for now. Natinu will be fighting him. It could be a trade. Nope, with the help of Kajab. They'll get that pick. Buko! Oh my god, he just runs in on his own while 2 people are distracted with Sake going into Cheese. They don't even need the Demo Knight. He doesn't even need to be on Sniper. Buko runs in and drops the medic as Aware are making their way into mid. They're actually losing a couple of players here. They will get the Uber forced out. Nati goes down as well, so actually that didn't go probably as well as they were hoping for it to be. Kidu, gonna be caught towards lower. It's gonna be hard for loobie to hold on to the 2nd point, actually. This is gonna be an interesting situation.
Yeah, it's puzzling again. Instead of leaving, they opt to take the fight against loobie, even though they had full advantage, and just because of that they get forced. So it's gonna be even a situation for this last. They could have had 100% right now and just pushed in, so it's gonna be a stalemate.
Here we go. The fabled Snakewater last stalemate. You've all seen it. You've all hated it. But now, actually, there's an interesting adjustment here. Hexeri's going to be on heavy. So they have the heavy and the gun. There's no sniper. There's no pyro. You don't usually see a pyro.
Wrong.
But
he's on sniper now.
Oh, he's on sniper now. Was setting up that whole thing, and then he's spy checking right now. Do they have a sniper? Do they have a spy? They do not. So this is going to be really interesting. What is Odin going to do? Is he just going to really charge through top right, thinking he's not going to be able to det on me on time, is he?
Yeah, he's definitely going to do that, surely. I'm a big fan of... Oh, I guess the soldiers get in for free and almost force Luca. It's a big hold from him. Doesn't use, even though he didn't manage to surf, and Rush is stuck on the ground. And blue team just backs off instead of trying again.
And now the question is, Sake, we've seen a spy in this game already. We've seen it in the previous games already. You will spawn on soldier. And Buko goes sniper. That's going to be the play. So they're still just holding on to this.
It's been 3 minutes and they're only opting for the sniper. It was 1 single sec and there's a sniper in play.
I was thinking maybe they charge through with the demo knife.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. You know, I'm a big fan of charging through shutter with like a shield and avoiding the gun, but I guess he doesn't have the tech figured out quite yet. Maybe in Prem, maybe we'll see it there. But yeah, for the time being, Buku on sniper.
I'm just going to be prodding some of these doors. The problem is now with the lack of stickies, in theory, you don't really have You can't really lock doors as many. Okay, he just gets a free shot there. Is gonna miss out on getting Kedu there. Doesn't have a sightline on Luca just yet, but yeah, like the whole team kind of has to rotate to whatever door they want to peek because they don't have a Demo Knight to just hold one down. They need the soldiers to be doing that. And they're just looking to get a sightline going here anyway. I mean, in the Chaos as well, you could send in the Demo Knight, try to just get people to look at him, but it'll be interesting to see how exactly they play around with Hixeri. He's aware. Natino actually goes down. I'm not sure where exactly that happened, but Odin actually just got a frag into Snakewater last as Demo Knight. Nati maybe close to lower, a bit overextended, not too sure, but they're prodding this top left side pretty heavily. They know it's stickied. The sentry gun goes down. The charge comes in. He charges. What?
It doesn't matter. The dispenser armor does not matter. It really doesn't matter, man. This guy does whatever he wants all the time. So, you know how when you're a soldier, you can't hit the medic just crouching in the dispenser. The same thing doesn't apply for the Demo Knight.
I don't know what to say. He's in the dispenser, Gazzy. There's a corner there, man. There's a whole wall. He charged around the wall into the dispenser, and the sword still connects. My rockets don't even do that, bruh. But his sword, he just found that, so now they have to push this last. Again, they don't have stickies, they don't have a regular demo, but it doesn't look like there's a disadvantage. We'll actually see Naughty Dude on Brass Beast Heavy in the disad of this hold. They're down one soldier, it's Tendon on his lonesome. The cap time, there's so much of it right now. There's no frags going either side. Arenk actually the first casualty. The first frags coming in now for the side of Aware. Loobie responds though. It's pure chaos on the point. They're standing on it. It's just Buko left on his lonesome. He will get focused, and there's no way that Hyman survives here. If he gets a hit with that Vita, so he might pick up a little bit, but that push will not come through.
The control point is being captured.
Yeah, lucky for Loobie, honestly, that they didn't convert this push because it kind of looked like it. But at the same time, I guess it's easier to hold last because there's no stickies denying any doors, right? It's just some guy with a sword just standing there.
It's also interesting to point out is, oh, actually they're going to be pushing right now. They're not even waiting for the Uber ad to come into play. They're just straight taking this in. Oh, Odin charges in Kajal. He will avenge Sake, Stefan. Nati goes down in the meanwhile. So they got a bit overzealous. They're thinking they could disrespect with the Uber ad that they did have, and they'll get punished for it in a big way. That's 2 up, back to last for Loobie.
So, while we have some downtime, what do you think of Hyman Slayer's choice of being on the Vita Saw?
Yeah, I was gonna point that out before they actually push, but I think before we get into that, there's some plays coming into last. Arenk going into the point. He will actually survive, probably. He's gonna try to leave towards lower. He will, in fact, do so. We'll slow down a little bit. Buko goes down here. There's more frags on lobby. Hixeri goes down as well. They're fighting so much in this area. Tendon wants to get that frag really badly, so Aware probably have to back off. Does Loobie actually want to push this? They're very aggressive in lobby without having a sniper. Kajalba's just straight feeding here. He actually lives. He actually lived, and then there's another guy in. Tendon is in now. Are they looking
They're running out of
sack?
time. They're running out of time. They should just leave to last right now. They spent so much time on second, and they're lucky they didn't get punished for it. But Aventure in on last just leaves, just had a quick look what's going on, and things surely will fizzle out.
Yeah, and it didn't take long, Gazzy. Sake is on Spy, and oh my god, he actually just got piped. I don't know if he realized, but he just caught a pipe.
He didn't
realize. I don't think they know. They don't know. He has to decloak. He's on Invis. Watch, he's right behind all of them. He gets the medic. He gets the soldier too. What the hell? He gets a 2K. He got one on the other map as well. And Uber does get used for Aware. There's straight in. There's no gun. There's no medic. There's no soldier. The demo goes down as well. It's 3 Loobie players separating them.
That is ridiculous.
Into the heavy. That's 300 damage nearly.
Yeah, I was about to point that out as well. That's 300 health just gone in an instant. Who else can do that except maybe a fully charged sniper? It's ridiculous.
Poor Heavy had no time to react. He was shooting at someone else, and then he turns around.
World-class choice.
My whole health is gone.
He should have went to Pyro instead.
He did more burst damage than a regular demo would have done there.
That's true. That's true. And
Which
that's why he's the GOAT.
Ludicrous, by the way.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Now here we go. The second mid again, we see most of loobie rolling out towards this catwalk area. They're not playing on the floor. They're saying the floor is lava right now. Nati going to be going in. Tendon right behind him. Hyman taking some good damage to begin with. The medic goes down on the side of loobie, actually, to the bomb of Erentre, and actually Hyman gets a Vitasaur for his troubles there, so that means, he might actually go down. Kiddu, it's a 1-1 against the medic. Don't do it, no! Hyman, gold rush right now. If he survives, you need to hit this arrow, brother. Don't do it. Oh my god, what the hell? He's not gonna be able to pick it up. He drops the organism in chat, and it's actually, that could have been an equalizing medic pick for Kiddu. Oh no, that was on stream as well, my friend. That is now a big fat Uber advantage for the side of Aware.
loobie looking extremely weak on this map. I don't know if you realize this, but they have no say in what's going on.
Oh, that bomb as well. I mean, that could have worked out. Kiddu just not able to connect, and in turn now here's a double scout Uber from under on Snakewater. How often do you see that? Sake getting in from the flank, cap time early on. Erentre picked up, look at the cap time if he goes down. Oh my god, they just capped the point. No one there to block, and look at the chat. Erentre drops the well played, dog, and then he just says, you know what, I won this round. It's 2-0 for Aware.
Yeah, very commanding so far, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of loobie's game plan on these mid-fights to just bomb Hyman Slayer while the entire team is getting slaughtered. I really need to change it up, I feel like. It's not working out, so yeah. Third mid-fight coming in.
It's gonna be so hard for them. They really need to. They're actually changing it up. Like you said, they're now all playing towards the right side of their own. Erentre goes in. Sake just taking height. Oh my god, Erentre is just destroying people. They were playing on that hut to avoid the Demo Knight's charge, but that makes them so susceptible to that fucking soldier bomb. Sorry for swearing. And now they're all just going to be going out. It's actually a 2 versus 2. Now there's going to be a trade frag here, and it's one man left standing on that midpoint, and his name is Odin.
Tide Turner Odin securing the mid-win for his team. Yeah, it looked way better, but also at the same time, I wasn't a fan of them stacking up right side. It's very easy to bomb for soldiers, so I feel like if they spread out more, but they actually take the fight to Aware, they have a chance in these mid-fights. But again, right now, it's looking like a nothing burger. It's nothing happening from the side of loobie. Aware completely in control. They can just do whatever they want, and loobie's just letting it happen.
And Buko's back on that sniper, now taking it into second. They're not even going to try any of that. Hey guys, oh my god, they're actually just pushing in this 15. This is a 15% ad push. Hyman could go down right now. Oh my god, he has 90. He's so low, he's probably going to go down. He's 98, 99, he gets it in the last moment. The focus fire, not good enough there. And Buko trying to catch Luca on the way out. They're all out towards low, but they are just going to get sandwiched here. There's a Demo Knight and the rest of Aware here to meet you on second. They're actually going to be making their way out, maybe. The Demo and the medic do get out as Buko says, no,
shot.
You don't. You just go down. Kiddu as well. Charge down. There's a couple corners there. Who cares? They're just obstacles for Odin to overcome, and it's two players, Tendon and Natinud. They're holding on. They're trying to deny this third round. It could be coffins, and nothing they can do. Kajalb not able to make it in time. 3-0 with 14 minutes down on the timer. It's actually only 17 more minutes. Aware they're firmly in control. loobie, what are the answers for this mid, Yazzie?
They just have to take the fight to them, right? This absorbing stuff doesn't work out, so they don't wanna. So they wanna go in, but they don't wanna spend all their resources on killing Hyman Slayer. They should just kill everything else. Put some people on high ground where Odin can't reach, but yeah. Fourth mid-fight underway, well underway, and they're opting to go left side actually, but they're taking so much early damage.
Yeah, the high ground is in control. Actually was in control of loobie. The Demo Knight comes in. Oh, poor Kiddu, not in this lifetime will you have a mid in this game, unfortunately. But as frags going back and forth, Sake is in on the medic. He will not connect with the second rocket. He just missed barely. So the mid will go the way of loobie. They will keep their medic alive, and it will... Oh, Luca was just timing out for a second there, but he is back. We're good. We're good. We're cush. So, actually, because he timed out probably for a few seconds, it will be 30 disad for them, but they'll have no idea about that.
It's gonna be interesting to see what they do right now. So, in theory, they could just dry push grass as there's no demo to deny them, but at the same time, the demo knight can instead just instantly kill you. But Buku's on sniper again, he's just sitting on bed, so this is gonna be very tough to break for loobie. But time's running out.
Oh, they're just slowing us down, aren't we? They're going to make this a lot harder with the sniper, especially if he starts hitting shots as he has been. 15 minutes. Time is ticking. You are 15 minutes away from having your Div 1 gold medal denied from you and earning that golden ticket into Prem for next season.
Such a sad story as well, because in every head-to-head, except of course the ongoing one so far, loobie came out on top, and quite convincingly, I'd say. But right now they're just getting dumpstered. They're getting dumpstered by this team with a guy that doesn't even use stickies.
Oh, here comes the sack in from Nati. He's just trying to get into lobby, but he's so low. One body shot will be enough. It's actually going to be Omgur taking him down. They're trying to cause a little bit of chaos. Buko not connecting on anyone quite yet. They have sent in one. They've prodded this defense a little bit. It should be, you know, you'd think with a sniper, you know, they're down a scout, they don't have stickies. There's probably things that they can do. Buko's peeking into mid right now. There's no sightline on the medic. They're actually giving him a ton of space. Look at this. There's no one pressuring him right now.
Yeah, but what do you even do on loobie's side right now? You're 3-0 down, and you're not prepared for the situation. You're prepared for cookie cutter classes. But right now, you don't know what's happening. There's a sniper on bats that is hitting insane shots in this matchup so far, and there's a demo that's an unknown quantity because he's just somewhere on the map ready to strike. So you have to move forward with care, and yeah, they're doing that there. They're actually double bombing onto Hyman, and nice stuff, but he gets
There we
forced. And yeah, they made something happen, but what's the plan now?
This could go wrong so quickly. Look how close they're holding with this Uber on the side of loobie. The demo knight is in. Oh my god! In the last second, he uses that Uber. He just took like a huge half circle from catwalk to the saw entrance. But that Uber will get used, but they'll get second in exchange for it. Odin is down as well. If there was ever a time to pressure into last, maybe it's now. That gun is slowly getting erected now. But with no Uber in play, maybe they don't want to do anything too hastily. The soldiers are arriving now. Odin not back up just yet. He will be up now. He's actually on heavy. He's on heavy again.
Oh, what? No, he's not. Oh, he is. Oh, what's the plan here? This is unprecedented in TF2.
Unprecedented.
Oh, my bad.
He is a Premiership heavy as well. He's actually I've been told the best heavy as well in Premiership Highlander. So it's not he's not on Demo Night.
He's got cheats, so of course. So why would he not go heavy in this situation? He's not getting anything done on Demo Man. There's
Look how aggressive he's being as well. Yeah. He's not even on the Tomislav trying to catch
He's on the chocolate bar. So what's the plan here?
He's on minigun. He's just letting them know, yeah, I'm here. I don't care if you know. I'm right here.
No, they don't know that though. They wouldn't expect him to be on heavy, would they?
They're gonna hear the minigun.
Yeah, they will hear heavy, but they won't expect Odin to be in heavy. So it's still in their mind that there's a demo man around the corner waiting to do a 180-degree turn and kill you.
Look, I'm not that sure that this heavy is a lot nicer to go up against. Certainly just as unconventional as not. He will get picked up in lobby. They're trying to pressure a little bit here. Have to vacate now. 12 minutes left on the clock. Still 3 rounds to collect. It took them 3 minutes to pick up 2 points of this map. They won the mid. They sloggingly got to second. Now they have to break this last hold somehow.
Yeah, but they have no ideas, it seems like. Nothing has happened so far, and we're already almost 2 minutes down into the last holds. And loobie seem completely out of it. There's no ideas, nothing going forward. They don't even have lobby right now. They're just getting some teleporter kills, I guess. It's pretty cool, it seems like, but so far no sack.
I think that's gonna be the play, but against a gun and a heavy, good luck, man. You're really gonna need it, even with 300 health. Even if it doesn't knock you back, that doesn't mean it's not shooting at you. So when you have two two aimbots, one of which is the sentry gun, shooting at you, how realistic is it that you're gonna get to land on the medic but standing in a dispenser? It's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
what's
pretty
their plan?
difficult.
I don't get their plan. They're just waiting around. I don't know. Okay, the soldiers
Oh, he's
are
in now. Odin hasn't seen him actually. He just went completely over Odin's head and he had no idea, but he just leaves back out because he messed up his jumps. But
They're taking
10
too much
minutes.
time, man. They're taking too much time to do anything. This was the first attempt at breaking last in 3 minutes, and it was completely wasted. And there's only 2 more minutes and 10 minutes on the map timer, and they're 3-0 down. So surely at some point you want to get more risky plays out, but it doesn't seem like it. They're just waiting. Waiting for the
I don't even
demise.
know what the plan is right now, and Nati's dead. Buko picks
This
him
is
up
brutal.
while jumping. So again, that's just another player. We're gonna have to wait for him to spawn, get back to the front lines, make everything nice and comfy, take lobby, get buffs, send someone in. Tendon pressuring on his own right now while being a player down. Actually, might get caught here. Odin lets him get away for the time being. He's just trying to protect the sniper buddy because there's a lack of sticky bombs.
Oh,
Now,
they play like they've accepted defeat, if you know what I mean.
yeah, they're not really trying anything. They're spy checking now. They're thinking this is too quiet. They're not doing anything. Surely they must have a spy, but no, Buko's going to come back up and say, no guys, they actually don't have any off classes at all. They're just sticking to a regular cookie cutter. Nati Newt back on gunboats. No mantreds this time. What's the idea here? Nati skipping through left. He's getting melted by a gun.
Oh, they forced Hyman. They forced Hyman somehow, so this is
Tendon came
exactly
in
what
from
they
the other
wanted.
side.
So 4 minutes of setup led to this, and this might be their chance back into this game. If they can convert this round, they have a chance.
Oh, again, look at the gun position from Omgar, just moving it into lower, saying, oh, we'll get spotted out. He will move it back. Not catching anyone off with that for now, but soldiers are still rolling out. They're just arriving somewhat soon. Tendon is still in lower. Probably not going to have time to get buffed here. They want to take this in soon. They need as much time as they can get of these 9 minutes that are still left to pick up 3 rounds. This round is not over yet. Far cry from it. There's no stickies on that control point. There's a heavy and a gun, neither of which have gone down. High bomb from Natty. He's in the sky. Hixari goes down. Odin gets exploded. That's the only frag they get. A Rentre, the only other casualty alongside Odin, and it's a failure of a last push. There will be a round reset. Aware is not going to push out. We'll be seeing another mid-fight shortly.
Oh, it's so heartbreaking to see for Hixari. He gets dropped by his medic during the Uber, and Odin just picks him up and shuts down the entire last push. This was their chance, man. So now they have to perform miracles on mid. They have to pretty much instantly wipe them and just get around on the board to have a chance to come back.
8 minutes. Ake was actually on demo for the end there, I believe. I saw him in spawn as demo, but now 8 minutes left on the clock. The doomsday clock for loobie is ticking. Your back is against the wall. If there was ever a time to pull out some crazy tricks, some last minute strat, this is it. You have to pick up 3 rounds against this Demo Knight team. The bombs are in immediately. Tendon will pick up Hyman Slayer. That's a big frag to get early on, but it comes at a heavy cost as 3 of those loobie players go down. Odin on pursuit, and it will be Luca left completely alone for Sake to be picked up. It's just Hixari and Kajal. They do pick up 2 frags. This mid might go to them, but it's not enough. They need more convincing mids.
Yeah, who knows if they even have another shot at winning a mid-fight after this. This is very slow for them, so they're trying to cap mid, which they eventually get, and they're gonna take so much time cleaning this guy up behind this guy in cheese, the soldier, and he actually he has a chance of getting out. Oh, he decides to go back in. What? He could have gotten out, but yeah. Now they have a pick, they can actually get back into this game. They should try push second right now.
Oh, they need to keep getting move on so quickly though. And with that looming threat of a Demo Knight still around, it's gotta be so scary, but now is not the time to be afraid. You've gotta be brave little men now. This Demo Knight hiding around the corner here in lower, they're busting towards Saw, they're putting stickies up in front of them. They've been dead. Odin's still on the point, he's choosing to eject, just getting the hell out of there. Tendon and Sake trading, Erentric getting in, trying to find something on the medic. Luca dropped down to 75, but that's all that he's gonna get. It's not an advantage. It's actually a bit of a disadvantage, but they just have to push. They have these 2 picks. They have to make it work. Hyman still has Ubervo. It's gonna get used right now. Kiddu jumping out. They have the advantage if they wanted to. Kajalb goes down, but Odin, the crusher of dreams, says no. You're not gonna get away with it. You won't get to keep this advantage. I'll take your medic's head off any day of the week, and it will be a wipe. It's just Kiddu left, and Arentria probably picking him up here any second. The Yeti taunt is out, and it's just not gonna happen.
And with losing this fight, this might be curtains for loobie. From being such a commanding team in Div 1 and beating Aware in 2 head-to-heads to just this. It was a very uninspired effort on Snake, I'd say.
Certainly could have gone so much better. It's been tough. They're still giving it a shot. I think it's still possible to win. They're not out of it yet, but
it's cool.
The Demo Knight just in your face. Buko picked up Xari in there with a body shot as well. They're just going to be denied even from getting into second. Every time they try to go forward, it's a brick wall. It's a shield, you could even say, that's hitting them right in the face. This is actually going to be away on the aggressive now. They don't want to give this up just being a 3-0. They want more.
Yeah, but at this point, it doesn't really matter, right? So with
5-0 looks better than 3-0.
Maybe, but I think seeing as Aware fell flat in the last Div 1, I think finals was it, they'd be happy to just take the win and get into Prem guaranteed. This was probably their goal, and yeah, congratulations to them, they definitely reached that one.
Well, still 4 minutes. This trade is going not very good for them right now, as it's just another Demo Knight charge. Just Luca going, please get away from me.
He's like a serial killer. Look at it, man. Look at it, man.
I just want to live. I just want to get to my teammates. He says NS in chat. He just wants to leave. Odin just going for style points now.
Have you ever watched him like walk around? He looks like a robot. He might not be a real person. He might not be a real person actually.
I've never seen him in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never heard him speak either.
You know, it's like the Terminator, like Skynet is taking over. ChatGPT generated the perfect TF2 player, and his name is Odin.
And it was a Demo Knight all along.
Yeah, he solved TF2, as you can see.
I think Banny's scared right now. What if they send Aware to Denmark?
Yeah, that's why he didn't go to EU. I was talking to Banny. You know, I'm tight with him like that. I was talking to him over the phone. You know, wiggling my toes on the bed while I was talking to him, and he actually told me, yeah, he's not coming because he doesn't want to deal with this shit.
Well, it looks like they're gonna have to deal with it a little bit longer, loobie at least, as that's another medic death for Luca as he just gets charged down. They could actually maybe win this, and as I say that, there's 2 frags going the other way. Nati Newt, Xari, how much they can do. Nati saying, look, maybe guys, I can get in. Nope, he's dead, and that's full Uber ad now for Aware. Are they going to be pushing out here? Looks like it. They want to go. Nati already dropping the GG in chat. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, I don't think it's still possible.
Yeah, average going off in chat right now.
You don't show that on stream.
Yeah, don't show that on stream actually.
There's some very intense gaming shit talk happening right now.
So yeah, loobie.
This exchange is
that's actually a big plot twist. loobie actually just
a bit of racism in there as well, actually.
They revealed they were actually just trolling and they were gifting this Div 1 grand final win to Aware so they can play Prem. What a turn of events. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, there's a slur in there as well, there's a bit of racism, everything in there.
Yeah, we got it all, man. We got it all. We got a good sniper, we got plays, we got a Demo Knight.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we just say, look, just had they're still going. I'm trying to make this about a nice thing, and when I just see at the top left of my screen just straight fire being spit right at me. Just Arentria typing 20 words per second, just going at it. It's garbage time, so you might as well. I mean, the game is over. It will be Aware taking this final. They've learned from their mistakes, it seems. They've won both of the maps that they lost the last time around. It looked pretty good for loobie at the beginning of Bagel. I thought it was just going to be a repeat of last time. Actually, no, it was loobie picking up the first round, wasn't it? So I stand corrected. I'm misremembering, but we're just getting mulched here on this last brave attempt trying to get even around. Tendon blowing himself up in lobby. And they're all just gone. It's another wipe.
Yeah, and Yak and Mac actually fuming right now because they will have to face this team in Prem next season.
Hold on, Gazzy. Who? You said Yak and who?
Yak and Mac.
Well, Mac's gonna have to make it through the Prem qualies first. But I mean,
right.
He didn't even win against. Did he lose to his demo night? He didn't even make it into Prem.
No, actually, he lost to me.
Oh, he lost to you? Oh
yeah.
My god, even worse actually. He lost to Condog?
Yeah, he lost to Condog. That's the only reason I played actually. I didn't want to see him in Prem, and that's why I signed up.
10 seconds left. Tendons disconnected. Hyman Slayers on the Blutsauger. I mean, if you hit an air shot right now, I'm sure Peter is not going to care that it's in the last seconds. But no, officially, this is the end. It's been over for a few minutes now. But Aware are going to be your Season 49 Division 1 champions. And if the core of this team sticks together, I believe it's 3 or 4 out of the members have to stay, they will get a guaranteed slot into the next season, Season 50 of Premiership.
Yeah, what a number as well. So Season 50, it's such a huge, important number, and it's gonna be the first season where we see someone completely switch up the game and play with scripts, with a turning wheel, with a Dance Dance Revolution pads,
via headset, treadwheel,
like a newer Link, so he can just
live
maneuver
coaching
better.
by Solar Light as well.
Yeah, Solar Light just in his ear, telling him what to do, and yeah, he's changing up the game, man.
Yeah, and speaking of changing up the game, we do have some logs on the screen. We do see Omger topping the charts, Odin 1 frag behind him. Natinu and Kidu with some tough games there, 176 and 164 DPM, a little bit rougher, but relatively slow game in terms of the DPMs. The highest one by far is Sake, 272, but 15 medic deaths on the side of Luca and the men, and 6 of those coming from Odin. It's just gotta be a nightmare as a medic. I really don't envy the position he's in. You know, it's gonna be a nightmare playing against this team as a medic, just constantly having to be aware of maybe there's just gonna be a shock, a demo knight with a shield and a sword just charging around the corner and just decapitating you.
Yeah, and in the logs as well, you can just see how unthreatening loobie was doing Snakewater. So Natinu with going 9 and 26 with 176 DPM. Kiddo also not having the greatest of games, 8-17 with 164 DPM. And it's nothing going for them on Snake, and it's no wonder they lost, keeping it real.
Yeah, Odin actually had a pretty even kill distribution. He wasn't like on Bagel just getting like 10 frags on the medic. He actually, the most frags he got, funnily enough, were 7 frags on scouts, which that's a statement. He got 6 on the medic, 4 on the demo, but yeah, I mean, it's tough if you're Kidu, you know, just having to deal with like as a sniper, as a demo knight, as a heavy, you know, there's all these things that you usually don't have to play against, which kind of go against the way that you think about the game just kind of goes out the window when you're playing against this team. But yeah, commiserations to loobie. They had a very good season up until this point. Obviously, the only team to defeat the Demo Knight team. They were undefeated up until this point. But you know what they say? It's not about the games you win. It's about the games you lose. And unfortunately, they lost tonight.
So, would you play against the Demo Knight in Prem? Would you enjoy it?
No, I would hate it.
Yeah, well, it's reality next season. I wish you all the best for that.
Oh, God. Well, I'm sure Solar Light is happy. I see him in chat. He's probably excited, but, you know, we'll see if this going to hit its ceiling now in Prem. That's going to be the big question. Is this going to be just as far as we can push it? This is not, you know, we can win Div 1, but maybe Prem is just a step too high. Maybe this team doesn't even stick together. Maybe Odin says, you know what, I've done what I need to do, and this is the end for me, and he just retires in glory. winning Div 1, conquered sixes as a demo night, broke the rules of everything. Wouldn't that would be epic conclusion?
Yeah, just disappearing into the sunset, never to be heard of from again. Just a myth, the legend.
Could be like an urban legend,
Yeah, I think Jack would like that to happen.
Oh well, that was this game. Very interesting, very exciting. Some very peculiar moments there. That if you watch CS, you've ever heard of Dan M? You could probably look at some of those plays that happened tonight and have a certain opinion about them. But that being said, this has been us. It's been Danny. It's been Gazzy joining me as co-cast. Any final shoutouts? Any last commiserations for you, Gazzy?
Not really, no. I won't have to deal with this team because I'm probably not playing, so it doesn't matter to me. It was a nice watch. It was nice to see him just walk over them, I guess, but no shoutouts. Feels like TF2 died.
Well, I guess that's it. I don't really have anything else to add. It'll be exciting to watch this team in Prem if they do happen to stick together. It'll be interesting to see how far they can push this demo night. Maybe they'll all go their separate ways. And this is it. We have no idea. Be sure to check out the socials, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Discord. You know where we're at. It's been us. Thank you for watching. And shout out to all the viewers and JMax on production.